So I feel compelled to take this opportunity. My name is Curtis. I feel compelled to take this opportunity to share a story or two, and that is about faith, physical healing, um, things that we're born with, conditions, injuries we might suffer, so on and so forth. Um, this really goes back to having hope and knowing that prayers are answered, approaching everything with faith, looking for the positive, even though you might be in the midst of what seems to be hell on earth and pain or circumstances, or you can imagine. We've all been there in some extent. And I'm not pleading for mercy or anything, and I hesitate to put these words out there because to me it always sounds like I'm boasting. And I don't mean to be held back by that, but it's something I need to overcome. Because my testimony is that my Lord and Savior knows and loves each and every one of us, and that I have experienced some very extreme situations in health-related matters in my life. The encouraging word that I have is that always have hope. Expect miracles. They don't always happen, but when they do, they can be the most, mind-altering, world-changing, vision blessing. I mean, just as far as a perspective, vision-wise, about how much our Savior does care for us. I've had blessings in which it's been told to me that, Spirit directed, that I would use my experience with my doctors so that they might help their patients. So that, in other words, my experience and with what I've lived through, what's been documented, what I can share, would be a blessing to someone else, make their suffering a little bit easier, possibly make the procedure a little bit kinder, gentler, if you will. And I hope this message does something for someone. My dear cousin has been telling me lately that just do your best, Curtis. Do what the Savior would want you to do, what he would want you to say. Be the person that he would want you to be. And that's a rather humbling responsibility. To strive to be worthy thereof is one heck of a leap, but have faith. I know that God lives. Jesus is the Christ, my Lord and Savior. I love my country. I love my family and friends. Rely upon the Savior. He's got your back. When no one else does, when no one else knows of your situation, he does. And I say these humbly